So we just beat the Jaguars 17-9, and it honestly wasn't too bad of a performance. I think it was a good way to make a statement. I mean, Patrick Mahomes did throw an interception. I feel like that was very forced. He definitely did not have to throw that. And he still had 2 touchdowns, 316 yards. So he still had an all-right game. He still had an all-right game. Wasn't too bad. And we got a nice stretch coming up. We play the Bears. We play an injured Jets team. And we played the Vikings and the Broncos. So we could go on a nice little run from here. So this Jags win was really what we needed the most. And Sky Moore has 70 yards on 3 receptions. That was very nice. Travis Kelce, slow to start, only 26 yards, but he had a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 70 yards. That was good. 70 rushing yards. We have to rush Pacheco more, man. I'm telling you. And that was mostly in the second half. Justin Watson, 62 yards. Kadarius Toney, 49 yards. Noah Gray, 38. McKinnon, 22. Rice, 20. CEH, 17. MVS, 13. So the Chiefs are looking very, very good. Right, that's basically what I'm trying to say. They're looking very, very good. And I understand the penalties is really a problem, but we have to talk about what this defense did. The Jacksonville Jaguars have a high-powered offense with Trevor Lawrence, Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley, Travis Etienne, and Evan Ingram. And the Chiefs came out there, their defense, they came out hot. Chris Jones had 1.5 sacks, 1 TFL, 1 pass deflection. Then we look at Carl Laftis. Carl Laftis had 1 TFL, 1.5 sacks, 2 QB hurries. So the Chiefs' defense is looking very good. McDuffie, 1 pass deflection. Who had a fumble? Nobody had a forced fumble. Oh, Felix Anudike-Uzomah, forced fumble. Snead, fumble recovery. So I love how the Chiefs' defense went out there and handled things. Nandi was also very good. Going out there and holding the Jacksonville Jaguars to 3 field goals, that's not easy, man. That's not that easy. It's really not that easy. It is really not that easy because the Jaguars are a high-powered offense, and they came out here and the Chiefs shut them down. Now, the offense does have to click more because the Chiefs can't be shutting dudes down like that, and the offense is, being disappointing. Kadarius Toney, he had a solid little bounce-back game. He was getting going very early. I feel like they should have kept feeding him. But, hey, man, to each his own. Very good game from Sky Moore, though, finally. It's about time he starts doing something, and he had a touchdown. And this defense to pair up with this juggernaut, when we're at our best juggernaut offense, is very good. And I understand the offense has been struggling lately, but expect some high-scoring games soon. Like, we're playing the Bears next week. We're gonna drop a lot of points on them. Like, that's the truth. We're gonna drop a lot of points on the Bears. So if you want to see a classic high-scoring Chiefs game, expect it against the Bears. And then after that, we play the Jets. Now, that's going to be another tough challenge. We know the Jets' defense is elite. The Jets have an elite defense, and they are going to test us. They're going to test us. They're going to test these young receivers. And going up against Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed in the secondary with Quentin Williams on the D-line, that is going to be an ultimate test for the Kansas City Chiefs. But the thing about that game is that our defense is also going to shut down the Jets. So that might be a boring game, just like the Jaguars game. Or Mahomes. I mean, it's still Patrick Mahomes. I don't think, he can still go crazy against certain defenses. All defenses, really. But it's just up to the wide receivers to be able to create separation against the Jets. And I can see Travis Kelce having a huge game against the Jets. Nobody on that team could contain Kelce. Let's be real. But, definitely want to run the ball against them as well. And then when we play the Vikings, that's going to be another test for our defense. But I do think our defense is going to, have a solid game against them. Justin Jefferson is unstoppable, obviously. But when it comes to everybody else, the Chiefs could definitely contain them. And I do believe we're going to score hella points on the Vikings, probably like 40. Definitely going to score a bunch of points on the Vikings. But yeah, man, the Chiefs proved themselves today by going out there and getting a 17-9 victory against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this stretch and this run that we're about to go on, I'd say that you should just be ready for what we're about to do because it's going to be very scary for the NFL. And I know the league is shaking in their boots after seeing our defense. Our defense is top 5. And I knew when Travis Kelce and Chris Jones and Mahomes was back together, that 3, I knew he was going to take a victory against the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. It was only right. But yeah, man, I mean, their schedule the schedule for the Chiefs that's coming up. Um, like I said, we're gonna beat the Bears next week. Then we're gonna face the Jets. That should be a win. Then the Vikings. Then we get to play the Broncos. Another win, in my opinion. Then the Chargers. We know how that goes. We always beat the Chargers. So then at that point, we're 7-1. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're 6-1. Then we face the Broncos again. I think that'll take us to 7. Now, when we face the Dolphins after the Broncos on November 5th, that could go either way. Then we face the Eagles. That could be back-to-back L's. That could be 2 wins, or that could be a 1-1 split against the Dolphins and the Eagles. Now, we face the Raiders after that. We're going to beat the Raiders. We're going to beat the Packers. We're going to beat the Bills. We're going to beat the Patriots. We're going to beat the Raiders again. I see us beating the Bengals, and then maybe the Chargers might take that last one. So I think we could still go 15-2 or at least 14-3. I don't see us, or we could even go 6-1. We don't know how much of a role the Chiefs are about to go on, but I think that fluke loss to the Lions is definitely not gonna that's definitely like the Colts win from last year, where we barely lost after that. So I feel like we're not gonna lose again. After that loss, I don't see us losing to the Bills again this year. I don't see us losing to the Bengals again this year. But our schedule is nice. There's going to be a lot of great games. Definitely going to be a lot of scoring in them games. Mahomes is definitely going to have another big year. I get he's starting off a little slow, but you see he still threw for 300 yards. And Patrick Mahomes is looking like he's going to go for a very huge game next week against the Bears. If it's any game to get some redemption and get your stats back up, I think you should do that against the Bears secondary. I see Mahomes throwing for 500 yards if he has to, but he might not have to, so he might throw for 3-something or 4. But if he really has to for some reason, and Andy Reid is pushing for him to throw for 500, then Mahomes will throw for 500 with probably like 5 TDs. So I'm gonna be making a parlay. My parlays went very bad today. I decided to bet on the Chargers. I don't know what in my right mind made me do that. After we see what the Chargers do, after we see how the Chargers choke against us, I don't know why the hell I even betted on the Chargers. I thought they could be the injured Titans secondary, but hey, man, the Chargers going Charger, bro. I lost my money, but hey, that 21st right around the corner, man. We making that right back plus some more. But yeah, not to get off topic, I'm just mad hyped today. I'm happy we got a win, man. It feels good. That Lions loss was weak, and the Lions lost today, so they 1-1 just like us. No more of that talk. Yeah, man. No more of that talk, bro. Gotta love what the Chiefs is doing. I'm very proud of the Chiefs. I love what they did at the end. And Pacheco's a monster, man. We have to keep Pacheco rushing. But I can't wait for next Sunday. It's going to be very fun. And it's going to be a very good game against the Bears. And I can't wait to see the challenge that they give us. And, week by week, on to the next. We took the dub. Let's move on. I might drop another video for y'all today. I don't really know, but it's been your boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out. Peace.